Man, I'm so excited. You know, some funny shit goes on here at Bootstrap Brewing. You know it's true. There's funny shit going on. And I got to tell you, one of the funniest people I know is about to take the stage here. The amazing Mimi Sakura. Just 1 second. Here she is.
Thanks, Danny. Tango. We're tangoing, Danny. Thank you. I'll set it back there. I want to move this. Thank you, Danny. Hi, guys. How are we doing tonight? Yeah, that's what I like to hear. There's like some energy back there. Can you guys hear me okay all the way at the bar? All right, I like it. Thank you. Like Jenny said, I'm here to do a little comedy for you guys. Do you guys like comedy? Who likes comedy? All right. Do you guys have some favorite comedians at all? If you've got a favorite comedian off the top of your head, just start yelling it out. I want to hear them. Who you got? My God, the Mimis. Honestly, that bit was supposed to go, well, then you guys are going to be pretty disappointed with tonight. But if you're looking forward to me, you're going to be very excited to be here. So, thank you. I'm a Montana native, which I hold loosely because I'm, as you can tell, not very native. But I'm from Montana. I've been in Colorado for about 13 years. I have 2 kids. They're 5 and 8. And I think I've also been married for about 13 years. What else do we need to know about each other? But when we moved here, we moved to Longmont. I love Longmont. Does anyone like Rosalie's downtown? Yeah? Let's give it up for Rosalie's. We went recently, and my first thought immediately was, why are we not wrapping more balls of meat in bread? Honestly, what is going on? Their sausage knots are absolutely amazing. During COVID, I did gain some weight. Quick pivot there. And I ran into a neighbor recently, and she hadn't seen me for a while, and she's Nepalese, and we don't speak the same language because she speaks Nepalese, and I'm trying really hard, but my Nepalese is bad. But she ran up to me and she was like, Mimi, I have not seen you for a long time. And I was like, yeah, hey, Sinjin, how are you? And she was like, oh, it's so good to see you. You have gotten so fat. And I said, oh. And then I could see the translation going on in her head, right? Because she was like, we kind of locked eyes. I was like, yeah. And I could see, she was like, oh, that's not what I meant. And I started waiting. I'm like, yeah, She goes, oh, you have gained weight. And so that is the same sentiment. So thank you. Thank you so much. She brought me a present the next day. It was fine. All's good. And I like her a lot still. But when I did gain some weight, my wedding ring was no longer fitting. And my husband's grandma died at this time too. Not related at all. Okay, I just want to be clear. Me gaining weight, her dying, not related. But we went up to her funeral, and at that time, all the women of the family got together, and I was like, we're going to look through Grandma's jewelry. We're going to look through her jewels, and we want to divide these up, right? And so there was like the diamond tennis bracelet, and there was a ring that I actually ended up getting that was beautiful, and there were some just like beautiful heirlooms and expensive things, and it made me realize that when I die, my family is going to be like, Mom really loved Claire's multi-pack, didn't she? Are there 2 pairs of that earring? Okay, all right. No backs to any of the jewelry. It's just like in a ball, just like a solid ball, right? And we just kind of like pull it apart every once in a while. So I'm not passing on much to my kids. It is getting expensive though, don't you think? A bit expensive these days? Yeah? Okay. Let me ask this. Anyone in this room steal ever? Alright, okay. We're talking about some real shit now. Alright. Somebody tell me something fun that they stole. Come on.
A heart.
Oh, you stole a heart? Ow, that's the sweetest answer that's ever happened. Fuck you guys, it's not gonna be good. He wins, alright? He's winning this one. Al stole a heart, that's amazing. There's never a time that I want to steal more or just like hope that the cashier is not gonna ring something in than when I'm standing in the Costco checkout line, right? And you're like, this was probably a couple $100, right? Easily $250, maybe $3. I went the other day with a friend, not allowed to do that anymore. I was standing there, the lady had the audacity to tell me that I had spent $700 fucking dollars. And I was just like, oh my God. I did not feel good about that price at all. I went home, I was like, you know when you know you've done something wrong? And I was like, honey, Costco today. And he was like, it was bad. And I was like, I spent $700. And he was like, you did what? I said, I spent $700. And he goes, you didn't even talk to me at all about that? You didn't think we'd like run that by? That's like a serious purchase. And I was like, it was snacks, honestly. It was just snacks. And I said, but good news, hon. I wasn't embarrassed with the cashier by telling him that we should put anything back. So it's all good on me. I didn't have to feel any shame today, so thanks for the money. I am a mom, and like most moms, I love to talk about my sex life. It's a hot topic, hot topic. I am going to tell you about what it sounds like when I come, though, because I am a screamer, and I think this will be real fun for all of us in this room tonight. So here's how it goes down. I wake up, it's a Saturday morning. I immediately scream at everyone in my house. All those beloved children whom I love, I'm just like, ugh, ugh, ugh. And I've packed all the snacks for them, I've done all the things for them, and no one will leave me alone. And so I go into the bathroom. I lock the door behind me. I unbutton my pants. I unzip them. I sit down on the toilet. It's weird, but it's not that weird, okay? It's fine. And then I will hear from the other side, Mom, do I have my shoes on? Mom, I don't like my hair. Mom, do I have to feed the cat? Mom, why am I even in this family? Mom. And then the key point will be my husband, and he will ask the question that always sends me over the edge. And he will say, honey, what time do we have to be there? And I will go, I'm coming! Yeah. And then he will load the entire all the kids up in the car, and he will text me from the car and say, are you still coming? And I will say, I need another minute. Thank you. I've been working on that joke, and I want to be honest, though, because I want you all to get a good picture of what marriage is. It's mostly my husband putting in his loopies, his noise canceling headphones, and rolling onto his side of the bed at night. So, but when I go to bed, what I like, when I get ready to go to bed, though, there's only one thing I like, and I love it so much, and it goes like this. Itch my back. Just itch my back. Would you just itch my back for like a second? Just itch it. Itch it right there. He loves that. He finds it very sexy of me. And my husband he's the worst back scratcher in the entire world, okay? He itches like the air above my back. I'm like, Hakeem, just come on. And then when he finally does, he will like scratch it really hard. I'm like, that's too hard. And then he'll kind of get into a groove and he'll itch it for like a couple seconds. And he'll do like the rub around and like the double pat, like, you're done. And I'm like, babe, that was too short. That was 20 seconds. And he's like, that was probably at least 20 minutes. And I'm like, it was not 20 minutes. He's like, but Felt good, didn't it? And I'll go, did. I'm not saying it didn't feel good. I just think it could have been longer, honestly. Just think it could have been a little bit longer. But he doesn't hear me because he has his loopies in by that point, so noise kids. Like I said, I'm a mom, and I don't think that kids should be allowed to have friends. Anyone else? Anyone else? Thank you. Here's why I don't want my kids to have friends. It's real simple. The other night, we were at dinner, and my son had a friend over. And it was the first time I really saw, like, how bad I am as a parent by watching this other child just perform like a normal human being. We ate dinner. He ate his dinner. He was like, this is delicious, thank you. He was just eating my dinner. My kids were like, I don't like sauce on that. And we don't put cheese on it either. I was like, okay. So this kid eats all of his food. He then gets up from the table, washes his dish, loads it into my dishwasher, and then walks over to our piano and starts playing piano for us. All the while, I was like, get your feet off the table, Adriana! And it's really just shameful to see how outparented I've been. And so I don't like it. I don't want my kids close to other children. This was pretty much highlighted for me in a special way recently at my cousin's wedding. My cousin was getting married to this gal from the South, and they got married in Colorado, and it was sort of like a clash of the cultures for a moment, right? And she was like, she got like old South money, and her family came. They were lovely. They were doing the darlings and all the things, right? But during the speeches, there were these 5-year-old girls running around. My daughter, her name's Adriana, she's 5, and then their little girl Lucy was running around, and she was, and she's 5 as well. They're both flower girls. And the kids, and during the speeches, my daughter and this little girl run outside, right? And I kind of watch them. I get up and I follow them out there, and they're just playing for a minute. And I'm like, this is great. Seconds later, Lucy's dad comes out there and he's like, Lucy, you need to come in here right now. You're embarrassing the family. You're bringing dishonor on our name. And I'm just like, holy shit. So Lucy walks back in. Seconds later, my cousin looks at my kids and all of my little, family, and he goes, kids, stop throwing shit off the roof! And I was like, you're dishonoring your family. You're bringing shame to our name, kids. Yeah. I got a couple more for you guys. You feeling good? Is there any good time? Yay. I have friends here tonight, and that always feels nice. So I want to give a shout out to my special neighborly neighbor table right here. Yeah. I make people follow me. It's my favorite thing. Yeah, this is going to be a weird transition here, but let's go. Something people aren't thinking about enough or really thinking about at all? Postmortem porn. Okay? I'm going to say it again. It's postmortem porn. Recently, my dad died. Something they're not talking to you about is when your parents die and you have to take over their assets, like their iPad, and you're just in an emotional, grief-filled space, right? And you're scrolling, right? And you're like, oh God, there's that picture of me. Can't believe he had it on his iPad. That's so sweet. The next picture. Oh my God, a conversation of ours. He screenshotted it. I'm so proud of him for knowing how to screenshot. I was like, oh shit. Okay, Dad. Scroll past that real quick. It's uncomfortable, and I think we should all be taking precautions because nothing will get you out of your grief like seeing what your dad had on his iPad for porn, okay? There's just nothing out there like it. But I was laughing when my dad died. I was literally over his hospice bed checking his breath because I thought the man had already died. I was this close to his face and he let out the most epic dad snore of all time. It was so, I can't stress to you guys enough how close I was to this man's face. I jumped about 30 feet in the air. My dad was a lifetime snorer, right? And my siblings and I jumped in the air, and we all like burst into pee your pants type laughter, right? It was the funniest shit in the world. And then my brother looked over and he was like, I think he's gone. I think that was it. And laughter is the last thing that my dad gave me. It's very emotional, guys. And that's why I know that laughter can be part of any room, right? Yeah, laughter is the thing that can help us when life is the most vicious at us. I think that laughter is here for us in every season if we want it. And I feel very connected to laughter. And I want you guys to look into the mirror, reach deep into your sad hearts right this moment. And I want you to do something that my dad was never able to do for me. I'm not going to really look at this table. I'm going to look over here. And I want you to buy a fucking CPAP machine. You are ruining your children's lives and your family's lives. They are going to tell stories when you die. You don't want that, Al. You don't want that. I'm Mimi Salonen. Thank you guys so much for coming tonight. Thank you guys for laughing. And there's another comedian tonight, you guys. So let's give her some love over there. I'm excited to hear what she says. Thank you guys for sharing.
Thank you, Mimi. How about that girl? Woo-hoo. Hey, Cody is up next. We'll get him on in just a minute.